We are in September, heading into October. Just unbelievable. This year has gone by so quickly, right? A lot of people have been asking about home prices. We're coming off our crazy 2020, 2021 with record pricing throughout the United States. And obviously we can see the market is starting to cool down. And what does it mean to home pricing? So I do a lot of reading and studying, and obviously I have boots on the ground and seeing everything. So some of the forecasting says that home pricing is continuing to appreciate, not only in Los Angeles, but nationwide. It really just boils down to the supply factor. We are still in very low supply of homes across the United States. Alongside that, we all know that mortgage rates has jumped up, and of course that has dampened the demand somewhat. But the demand still outpaces supply. So again, just standard economics with supply and demand. We don't have a lot of supply here, so it keeps the prices pretty steady here in our market. We have been pretty lucky, especially in the city, with prices being relatively steady. I know we're seeing some pricing drop across the country. So what does it mean to home buyers and sellers in the upcoming month for Los Angeles? Will the suburban price drops have an effect? Do we still see a little bit of a disconnect between sellers and buyers? We do. Sellers are still looking back at last year with the record prices they were getting for the homes. And again, it was a very inflated market the last 2 years. So I think we just need to educate the sellers where the market is right now, and there are still great prices out there. We just need to be a little bit more realistic about the new market conditions, right? So one area which is surprisingly is the luxury markets. I did a little research. So homes in the $5 to $10 million range still see multiple offers. There is just still a lot of high-end luxury sales going on here in Los Angeles, Pacific Palisades, Santa Monica, Bel Air, Beverly Hills, etc. On a note, to understand this, I did some extra research and found out some interesting stats. So in 2020, there was over 2% growth of individuals that had a wealth of $5 million or more in value. So think about that. In 2021, 1 year later, that number grew almost by 20%. Of people who have a net worth of more than 5 million in value or even more. That is a huge number in my world. In 1 year alone, all these people grew their net worth more than 5 million. And where were they putting their money? They are putting their money into an asset, which is a home. So the almost 20% equals 660,000 new individuals that entered a different net worth bracket. This new bracket of 660,000 people across the United States, we saw the demand especially in Florida, Arizona, Texas, and obviously in our California market. So there was this huge demand for luxury properties in 21 and also in 2022. To me, still, this is a go. There is so much cash injected into this market. Listings that are 3 million and above have been bought by a majority of people in their 30s and 40s. So that's great to see that that market is thriving, at least to me. I love seeing that. So business has slowed a little bit for the most part due to the rates has gone up and inventory hasn't really changed that much as we would like to have seen. So now we start having people who looked before when the market was really going strong and some buyers were able to buy something where others weren't when rates were so low. But those buyers are coming back now and some are not because they're scared of the rate. Even if you look at the mortgage applications has gone down substantially from last year, I think about 20%. So that's not a surprise, but I think it's also an advantage to those buyers that are really serious about buying. If we think back when rates were in the 2-3% range, people were overpaying for the property. There was so much competition. It was really hard for buyers. A lot of people were buying sight unseen, waiving inspections. They were doing a lot of things to get into a house. It was crazy, which in a normal market they would have never done. So now where rates are 80% higher than they were back then, people might feel a little bit bad about that, but they feel they might have missed their window. I don't think so. To be honest, it was really hard to buy a property the last couple of years. Now people are thinking they missed the good rates. They don't know what to do. They have a little bit of feeling remorse because of the rates. But look at it this way. They were overpaying for the property at a lower rate. Now they're paying a little bit less for the property at a bit higher rate. The rates are still lower. They are not 3% anymore, but around 5-6%. So they're not terrible. So I would say capture the rate we have now, capture the home you want, and in a year or 2 or 3 years, when your rates go back down again, you can always refinance out of it. If you know of anyone who can use our service, please have them reach out to us. It is a great time to sell and buy. We have great agents we work with all across the United States, even in Europe, that we work and trust. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me as well. And please share this video with anyone you know that might benefit from it. And as always, happy home and buying, and from myself and my team. Call me, or if you prefer texting, I'm a big texter too, at 310-962-9045. I will look forward to chatting with you soon. Ciao.